Growing up, I knew right from wrong most of the time, and I have my parents to thank for that. Without them raising me the way they did, I wouldn't have the same morals and the same impact on my life and the world around me. I was taught to value respect, honesty, and my happiness. I'm sure you've heard of respect your elders. Well, I took this to really high importance. I firmly believe that I should respect the people who have raised me and helped shape who I am. Elders share their wisdom and provide stories that have a purpose for us children to learn. I remember my grandparents telling me all kinds of stories of things I should and shouldn't do. I think it's totally wrong for people when they don't respect their parents or their elders. I think it's totally inappropriate. I understand that we fight with our parents, but I've always kept in mind my parents' opinion because that they only want what's best for me. It was smart for them to teach me to respect my elders early on because it's really influenced a lot of decisions in my life. I could have chosen the route of being evil and rude, but that would only create friction and both parties would be unhappy at that point. If I respect you, I'd only ask for you to respect me in return. If everyone respects their neighbor, we'd all just get along. Growing up, my sister and I were taught honesty and why it's important. We believe that honesty is truly the best policy. It's used in relationships and friendships. In relationships, it's the solid foundation. There isn't a solid relationship without it. Honesty is what I look for most in a relationship, and I think lying can only hurt both parties, you and your partner. In friendships, lying will only get you so far. In the past, I've been lied to straight to my face, and you know what I did with that friend? I cut them completely out of my life. I know I deserve complete honesty, and I will never trust that friend again. If you break my trust once, I don't trust again. But that's a good quality to have in business, in any professional setting, really. Honesty can only do good for you. Sorry, as a business major, I feel like a little inclined to have to talk about business once. I would easily choose someone truthful and completely honest over someone who is not known for telling the truth or giving half-truths, because I do think that's lying as well. In my opinion, lying in any professional setting is a huge concern and needs to be addressed right away in the application process. Once, I responded to an ad that said paid internship. I did what I needed to do. I went in for an interview. I got the job. I filled out the paperwork and officially was a leader in training. I drove numerous hours to Fremont and back, and I taught kids engineering principles all summer. They never paid me. They claimed I was a volunteer, but I had no clue. I got screwed over and wasted a whole summer. Be honest in any setting because it can only do good for you. Here's a very honest statement. Do what makes you happy. My happiness is my top moral, and I use it in whatever decision I'm making. In the past, I've put other people's happiness before mine, and that's one of my biggest mistakes ever. I've only gotten hurt when I've done that, and all the emotional damage has built up over time and has really changed who I am. I used to go to therapy once a week, and it helped for a while until I realized that I create my own happiness, and from there on out, I chose and promised to myself that I deserve to be happy and nothing less. I cut out all the negatives in my life, and I can only thank myself for that. You wouldn't believe the difference between me now and me a few years ago. I only wish I figured it out sooner. People need to learn that if you put someone else's happiness before yours, it will end poorly. Ever since I've used happiness as a decision method, I haven't been happier. My happiness is important to me because I know that's what I deserve, to be happy at the end of the day. Thanks for my morals and values. I've made better decisions for my life, and my values and morals are who I am, and I stay true to them.